I gave you everything, held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
us online. Go and start to set up your space, get your equipment ready. You can find everything that you'll need for today's class underneath the video you're watching right now. We're going to get started here in the next 30 seconds or so. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to Pump. Something I realize every time I wear one of these shirts is we need like a static erasing ball. Like SCL needs to create one that you just walk in, you touch it, and all the static goes away. It's just like when it's just, huh? Yeah, just go to the outlet with my fork and I'll be good. I'll be solid. If this is your, that was a weird intro. This is your first class. Welcome to Pump. A little bit about the class today. Like I said, all the equipment and movements that you'll need and we'll be doing today are going to be underneath the video you're watching right now. Go and check those out. When you come in, always have the equipment for you on the board if you're in person. A little bit about the format today. We'll do a 6-minute warm-up at the start, about a 10-minute cool-down at the end. In between for the workout, how that runs is we'll have 4 rounds total. Each round is going to consist of 2 movements, okay, that we're going to superset 4 times. How that works is, let's say we do movement 1 for 30 seconds, right into movement 2 for 30 seconds. That's 1 set, and we're going to repeat that 4 times without rest. That's 1 round done. Then you get a minute rest, and we'll move on to round 2. There's got to be a better way to say it, but I haven't figured out what it is yet. And is it hot? Is the heater like, oh my gosh. It is. Yeah, it's at 67. No, thank you. If you're at home, hopefully turn your heater down. Is it good? I was just talking. I'm like, I am so hot right now. Okay, so maybe I'll turn on the fan too right as we get going. So movements today. Today's focus is a little bit, trying to be a little bit heavier and slower with movements than you would normally do. First movement we have today is going to be the barbell clean. So we've done this a couple times. When we're doing that barbell clean, remembering the different components of the movement, okay? So we're starting in kind of like that RDL. And so we pull, remember we pop off the quads, so we hit the quads onto the bar. Don't shrug before you hit. That can make the bar hit your hip bones. Feels terrible, okay? So you're gonna pull, pop, and you're gonna shrug. It's hard to do slow, but shrug it up and drop under, catch that weight. And then when you come up, you can do an optional overhead press if you want, okay? So pull, pop, you're kind of shrugging it, and then you're dropping under, catching, coming up out of that squat. Can add that optional overhead press, okay? If you're at home, you know what it is, right? It's burpees. Burpees for that barbell clean. Next one we got is gonna be barbell bent over row. So once you're finishing with that one, you're just going back into the bent over position. You can do hands over the top or hands underneath, okay? If your hands are underneath, you're focusing more on that lower lat, okay? Hands over the top, focusing a little bit more on the upper lat and upper back with that pull. If you're at home for that one, feel free to do those T openers, okay? Scapula back and down, squeeze those scapula together, those thumbs stay up, okay? Really focusing on that squeeze in that upper back. Hasn't shut off yet, still pumping out heat. We're all gonna die today. Yeah, seriously. The next movement we got is gonna be dumbbell, so a slow, heavy squat. So those dumbbells you have, you can just kind of bring them up, okay? Kind of hold them at shoulder level. Remember to stay braced, shoulder blades back and down, all those things we normally do. Same form as always, still pushing those hips back and down. As you're doing a little bit more weight than normal, really being slower with it. So feel free to take 3-5 seconds for a rep. Instead of pumping them out, you can kind of really slow it, control it, hit it, and then come back up. Take a second or two if you need to at that top position before you go back down, okay? But as you get heavier with weight, be intentional, keep it the same. Don't cheat the movement. Basically, don't break form, okay? We don't want to get rid of the quality, okay? If it's too heavy to keep the good quality in form, maybe you're going a little bit too heavy, okay? Drop that weight a little bit. Want to still be able to keep those good solid movements. If you're at home, you don't have weight going, just make those normal air squats, or you can make them plyometric and make them jump squats, okay? Next one we got after that is that bicep curl and press. So with this one, if you have those 2 heavier weights, you can either just set one of them down and grab onto that single weight, do the bicep curl into a shoulder press, or you can grab different weights for that movement if you want to. From that one, if you are at home, you're just doing those manual bicep, tricep extensions. You can switch which hand is on top each set, okay? Next one we got is gonna be a dumbbell slow heavy floor press. So remembering, so this is where we're laying on our back, we have the dumbbells and we're basically doing like a dumbbell bench press, okay? When our back is on the floor, remember though, your elbows can't go any further than the floor, all right? So make sure you're lowering down slowly. We don't wanna have a hard impact on the ground, that weight hitting into that wrist, okay? We don't wanna hurt the wrist at all. So really being sure you're staying controlled. Elbows are gonna be closer to that 45, okay? And when you press up, keep those scapula, shoulder blades back and down so you can still keep that chest active, as opposed to if I separate my scapula, shoulders roll forward, I've disengaged the chest, my shoulders taking over that movement, okay? So really be intentional to keep that position as you do that push. If you're at home, you can make that push-ups if you don't have weight, okay? Any version you want. Next one we got is alligators. So remember with these, you're laying on your back on the ground, arms extended, feet extended, and basically you're bringing them both up together to tap, closing up in the center, and then coming back down, okay? Really be sure to stay braced, stay strong. If that's really difficult, you can do one arm and one leg at a time, okay? So bring that right arm up to that left leg. You can tap it, so it's kind of like half alligators, if that makes sense. Next one we got is HIIT the Floor. And so remembering with this one, the biggest thing, we don't want to round that low back. You can always adjust your space a little bit if you need to because you are going to be kicking a leg out. But basically, you're going down into a deep lunge, okay? You don't have to, I like to keep my back leg straight. You don't necessarily have to. The biggest thing, though, is you're not rounding that low back when you go into that deep lunge, okay? Don't let that heel go up. You want to load that glute when you're in this position. Once you tap, you're just coming up, switching to the opposite side, and tapping, okay? Start slow. As you figure it out, you can keep making it a little bit more and more plyometric a little bit quicker, okay? Big thing with that too, don't let that knee cave in, okay? A lot of times we might be good. Right when you get here, I lose my bracing, my knee caves in because the inside of my leg is a little bit, the inside of my leg is a little bit stronger, okay? Really be intentional, keep that glute on, that knee in line with that toe, okay? Next one we got is the stance jacks. So remembering feet starting together, jumping them out, pushing those hip backs coming, tapping either ankle, shin, or knee, back to center, open to the opposite side, okay? Is this still heater coming in? I don't know what's happening right now. Might have to open the door today. We're not supposed to, but maybe we'll have to. Any questions on any of those movements? And if you're at home, go ahead and throw them into the chat, and I'll answer them on there. All right, let's get going. All right, starting with those jumping jacks. Remember to stay braced. Pelvic floor up and in. Keep that core strong. I have the heater off. I don't know what's happening. It's not listening. Air squats. Pushing those hips back and down, knees in line with those toes, weight even on the feet. Be sure to keep those glutes on. Weight even, left foot to right foot, front to foot, back of foot. Marches. Did y'all see some of you were famous on the Instagram post from yesterday? What? Come on. Yeah, Jameson used a photo from class to post it on there. So some of us are all on there. Yeah. You gotta get on the social medias, bro. Stay braced, use that core to drive that knee up. Lunges, alternating. Weight still even on that front leg. Knee staying in line with that toe. Stay braced. Focus on that control. Balance. Keep that low back neutral. Try not to round it. circles. Yeah, I think somebody punked us. The heater's never that high. So I don't know which one of you done it? Reverse, opposite direction. Inchworms into those push-ups. Try not to round that low back. Bend those knees if you need to walk out into that position. Keeping those elbows at about that 45. Jumping jacks, round 2. Picking up that tempo a little bit. Starting to move a bit quicker. Air squats. We move the same rate, Muhammad. It's like you're my reflection when we're doing that same time. Marches. Lunges. Maybe you can add that little bit of that twist towards that knee that's in front. Doing a little bit of thoracic rotation. Arm circles, full range of motion. Reverse. Inchworms into those push-ups. Take a break. All right, 1 minute. We're starting with those barbell cleans. And if you're home, you have dumbbells. You can use dumbbells too, remember? Same movement, just using the dumbbells as opposed to a barbell. And remember, going a little bit heavier, feel free to take a little bit slower. The actual remember with this one, right? Pull, hop, shrug, catch, and drop under, okay? You can do a high catch or a low catch today. It's totally up to you what you want. If you're doing that low catch, don't let those heels come up. Sit that bottom back and down, okay? Knock the knees forward in that catch. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Stay braced. We're pulling, pop off the legs. Shrugging under it, nice, dropping down into that catch. job. Nice. You don't have to go all the way to the floor with it. You just kind of come wherever you feel a bit of a stretch, and then just pull from there. Don't let those knees cave in. Nice job. Stay with it. Stay with it. Nice. Keep those glutes on. Stay braced. Switch into those bent over rows. Hands over the top or those hands under. Slight bend in those knees. Good job. Try to get that torso as close to parallel with the ground as you can. Or you can be a little bit slower, more controlled with that movement. Focus on the squeeze through the back. Cleans. That optional press. Pull, pop, touch it. Optional press, don't have to press. Rows. Stop. Focus on that squeeze through the back. Slight bend in those knees. Don't round that low back. Clean. Remember, take those little breaks if you need them. Nice. Rows. Cleans. Last set, y'all. As you get tired, keep that quality, keep that good form. Pay attention if you're shifting that weight from left to right, front to back. Curls or rows. Where are you feeling that squeeze? Stop. Less than 10 seconds here. Take a break. Woo. Nice job, yos. Anytime holding onto a bar for a whole round, those wrists, those forearms, those hands, they're gonna be feeling it. All right, dumbbell, slow, heavy squat. We won't be using the bar again, unless you want to, of course, so you can move it out of your way. 30 seconds. If you're at home, regular squat or plyometric here. Remember to stay braced, okay? We're doing a bit heavier than normal, so if you need to take a break, feel free to take that break. Your body might not be used to the weight you're using, okay? Slow, controlled, strong movements. In 3, 2, 1, squat. Knees in line with those toes. Keep those glutes on. Nice job. Nice. Curl to press. Job. Scapula back and down and strong. Squats whenever you finish that rep. Really feel that stretch, that tension in the muscle. Bicep. Good job, y'all. Stay braced. Squat. Woo. Remember, take those breaks as you need. Keep those glutes on. Bicep. Weight even from left to right. Stay braced. Squats. Last one.
Everything that I like, you lying, you mine, hold me tight and do me. Everything that I like, you lying, you mine,
Bicep.
tight and do me.
Woo. Last one. Take a break. Nice work, y'all. Heavy floor press. What? Oh. That's the worst. They're like, oh, we did it. We're done. And it's like, all right, last one. Let's go. All right, remember, scapula, lift back and down. So if you're in this position, remember, you want to be here. Okay, not here, here. Really get the scapula back and down. Get that chest up. There'll be a little gap between your low back and the floor. Just a little one. Elbows around that 45-ish area, okay? Power from that chest. Hands come down just right outside the chest line, okay? In 3, 2, hold on. No, not true. 3, 2, 1, go. the opposite. So whatever way, so you're stepping the leg back versus the leg forward. Peeps home, sorry, I think I was muted that whole last round and a half there, so you knew what we're doing. Start slow, knee in line with that toe. Stance jacks, feet together, jump them out, tap. Don't lose that bracing. Pelvic floor is up and in. That core is holding it all together. Shoulder blades stay back and down. As you start to get your groove, you can start picking up that speed a little bit. Hit the floor. We need some more music, a lot of music for this cardio. Job. Knees in line with that toe. Almost there, almost there. Stance jacks. Nice job. Keep those glutes on. Job. Find your own tempo. Hit the floor. Woo! Let's go. Stay braced. Good job. This one's brutal. Stance jacks. Hit the floor. Oh. Last one. Come on. Find your tempo. Doesn't matter what it is. Stay braced, even at the bottom. Knee in line with that toe. 5 seconds, keep going. Stance jacks. Oh. You got it. 10 seconds, keep your tempo. And we're done. Take a break. My peeps at home. You killed it. My peeps in class. Nice job. Then we'll do the opposite. Yeah. You probably don't want to do it now. We'll do that. Nice job, Muhammad. Nice job today. G-Money. Nice job. Nice work. I almost forgot. 6 weeks. Crushed, y'all. Nice job. Pat on the back. You made it a sixth of the way through the year, exercising regularly. Nice job. It's always interesting seeing how going just a little bit heavier, and then you get towards the end for something like that, and you're like, I don't got the gas. All the gas is gone. As you're cleaning up, if you see any black streaks on the ground, help out facilities, wipe those up with our Sandy wipes. And as you're cleaning up, starting to slow that breathing down. Oops. And peeps at home, I'm sorry, I didn't even give you your music back. It's too hard today. I couldn't keep the thoughts going. Oh, whenever you're ready, start with those deeper breaths. Inhaling in through the nose, down into the belly on the way up, out through the mouth on the way down. On that next exhale, go and pull that arm across. All these stretches, going to keep that slight brace posture, keeping those breaths, stretching a little further on those exhales. Nice thing about a new session next week, first class of the session is always only ever 3 rounds instead of 4. Yeah, it'll be nothing. When you're ready, go and release and switch. Make up for it. I like that. If you're at home, they said if we start with 3 on the first one, the last one has to be 5 then. We'll take a vote on it. When you're ready, go and release. What? Yeah. It's like when we used to have our build class back in the day, and it was 5 rounds. So it was basically like what we did. I think adding like 2 more rounds in there. It was rough. Yeah, it was 15 more minutes of workout longer than this one. It was tough, very tough. Go and release and switch. Actually, it might have been longer than that, because I had to get rid of it because I kept keeping people for like an hour and 15 minutes or hour and 20 minutes. It used to be our wintertime class. It's like, where are you going to go? It's winter outside. Might as well just work out for like ever. When you're ready, you can go ahead and release. Hands behind the back, interlock those fingers. Shoulder blades back and down. Open that chest. We're going to roll the head and neck. Up and in. On that exhale, coming down into that full floor squat. Is anybody really sore anywhere? Lats? Hammies? Quads? The what? What? Oh, yeah. Yes. Hit all those today. Trying to get those heels down. Once you do, you can bring the elbows to the inside knees, palms together, press those palms down. A little bit more of that inner thigh stretch. fours. And we're gonna move into that puppy pose to start. Hips staying above the knees, arms extending out in front, dropping that chest, stretching through the back, the slats. I'm gonna relax that chest closer and closer to the floor. Widening those knees out to the edges of the mat, or wherever's comfortable, bringing those feet together, sitting down onto those heels, arms extending out to the front. Stretching through the inner thigh, and that low back, mid back, and shoulders. When you're ready, go and walk those hands over to the left side, stretching that right side body. Go and release it back to center, walk over to that right side, stretching that left side body. Slowly bring it back to the center. You can bring yourself up out of that stretch. Coming back into that kneeling position, dropping into a plank, stepping that right foot up and underneath. We're gonna go ahead and drop that back knee to the floor. I'm going to slowly push those hips down into the ground. And as you relax into that stretch, you can walk that foot out to the edge. You can use a hand if you want, you don't need to, but you're going to drop that foot onto the knife edge, opening up that inner thigh, stretching through that front hamstring. You want that ankle to be directly underneath the knee. If you're looking for more stretch through that hamstring, extend that back leg back a little bit further. As you're ready, you can drop that foot down. Walk it back into the center. We're gonna plant the left hand down, lift the back knee, and we're gonna twist up and open. Left hand's right on the inside of that right foot. As you're ready, go and slowly release it back center, drop that back knee, plant both hands down, and we're gonna step that leg back, come back up into a plank, bring that opposite foot up and underneath, dropping that back knee. Same sequence here, feel free to stay in this position for a minute. If it's hard to get, you can do knuckles. It gets you a little bit higher up off the ground. As you sink deeper into that stretch, you can go down the palm. When you're ready, go and walk that foot out to the edge. Drop it onto that knife edge. If you want, you can use the arm, twist a little bit more. Don't have to. Looking for that adductor and hamstring stretch. And if you want a little bit more stretch, you can stretch that back leg back a hair further. It'll help you to lower those hips. Every third or fourth breath, inhaling a little bit deeper. Try not to round that low back here. When you're ready, to slowly walk that foot back into where it started. Placing that right hand right on the inside of the left foot, lifting that back knee, twisting up and over. you're ready, go and slowly release it, drop it back down. And go and take your way to seated, however feels the most comfortable. Legs extending out in front. We're going to bring that right ankle back, dropping that knee to the floor, leaning back onto the opposite elbow. If your right knee is bent, you're leaning onto that left elbow. And as you release into that stretch, slowly bring yourself further and further down so you can make it to laying down onto the floor. Remember to breathe. Every third or fourth inhale, a little bit deeper. Find where you're holding that tension. Trying to get to that edge of discomfort, not pushing past into pain. Really be sure to breathe. Remember, the breath is what's telling the muscle that it's in a safe position. It doesn't need to constrict, it's okay to relax. Holding your breath sends a message to that muscle it's not safe, it needs to stay constricted so you don't get injured. When you're ready, go and slowly bring yourself up out of that stretch, kick that leg forward, bring that opposite ankle back behind, dropping that knee, leaning down onto that opposite elbow. I'll have to send you some of those photos Jameson got. We got close-ups on a few of you, and solid, legit. That's what I should do. Even the not so great ones. You should delete them. Yeah, pull up some chairs, sit down, have the slideshow going. Remember, every third or fourth inhale, a little bit deeper. Slowly taking yourself further and further into that stretch. As you're ready, you can go ahead and release. And go ahead and take your time coming back to standing. If you want to stay and continue to stretch, feel free. We're running out of time today, so we're going to finish with those last breaths. Final thank you to yourself for showing up today. And you had all the reasons in the world to do something different. Nice job, y'all. For 6 weeks completed. Nice work. We did it. Don't forget, 6-week celebration tomorrow at 5. Marriage sellers, if you want to go, there's no pressure. You don't have to go. But with that, don't forget, classes pick right back up next week on Tuesday for this class. If you haven't registered, go ahead. If you haven't, that's fine. You can just write your name on the thing. But if you want it printed on there officially, make sure you register. Don't forget homework, good solid dinner, drink lots of water. At least, let's bump it up this next set. It's at least 7 hours of sleep. We're moving from 6 to 7. So hopefully you've been consistent with at least 6. So we're shooting for 7 now. If you're with us online, thanks for being here. If you want to be notified when classes go live, I don't know why I'm clapping so much, I keep clapping. I'm just so happy today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, that'll just notify you when classes go live. But with that, have a nice night wherever you are. We'll see you next week for session 2.